Also talking Batman.
Yes.
How is a Batman hotel room for you?
Yeah, but you see, it's like $50 for 3 hours.
I think I'd pay that.
Yeah, but see...
I wouldn't sleep, that's for sure.
Well, see, I don't know. I really don't know. Because you'd want to have your own Vicky Vale. Or...
You make a fair point.
You would spend money, especially if you had some chick that was really into someone like Batman anyway. Wouldn't you rather spend... Yeah, okay, so $50 for 3 hours. That's $150 for 9 hours. You're spending fucking a lot of money for one night.
You can spend a lot of money in a normal hotel too.
Well, true, but yeah, you definitely don't get Batman.
No, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the tumbler friggin' little seating arrangement.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, you actually can sit in the tumbler to sit down at a little table. That's cool.
Do your little makeup in the mirror?
Yep.
Look at a Batman symbol.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, it's
Who knows?
Little artifacts there too. That's cool.
After they made that little meme about, or that little thing about calling your kid Gotham, so that every time the kid screamed, you go, "Darling, Gotham needs you." They get up. Sweet. Well, that's where you are. This is where you actually conceive Gotham.
I was waiting for something like that to come up.
That's what she said.
Boom, boom.
But that is definitely...
I want that headboard.
Well, it's actually... Apparently, it's actually like a thick carpet.
Okay.
So that's why if she's hitting it with her head, it's not going to hurt her. Or him. Or it.
You've taken this in the wrong direction, Rob.
It's scary, I know.
I was talking about a hotel room, not anything else. You've just spiralled it out of control.
Well, a hotel room, you never know what can happen in a hotel room.
That's true. That's true. Hey, if you got lucky taking a woman to the hotel room in this, you're a very lucky man.
Yep.
Very lucky man.
I'd be worried about the stalactites and stalagmites in the room after.
I wonder how much it'd be trying to be stolen.
Yeah, I think
there's nothing really sitting there apart from obviously like pens and paper to be stolen.
That could actually be physically walked out the door.
Yeah, but I could see it.
I can see. Oh, I took a clip of the wing, or there's something there that would be.
I stole the side table. Send the missus down the elevator down to go get the car. You stop at the elevator, hop out, go pay the bill.
Yeah.
In the car goes the side table. Out it goes.
Yeah. Or even one of those bats on the side.
Yeah, you can steal the bats.
Yep. There's a way around everything.
It's so well done too.
Like, I mean, people talk about stealing shampoos and towels and that from their hotel rooms. I'm sorry, I'd steal the whole room.
Well, I was going to say, you take it down piece at a time. Like, it'd probably take you, what'd you say, $50 for 3 hours?
Yeah.
You could probably dismantle most of that in half
I could do that. I could do all that in 3 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, I can make that disappear in 3 hours. Trust me. Make sure I got a truck downstairs. It'll be gone.
Oh.
I'd do it myself.
Just out through the food area.
Oh, I could be like a rock star out the window.
Well, yeah, that's true. So you've pretty much got to... How long would it take? Probably 5 minutes for them to get in an elevator, get upstairs to come and see you.
Yeah.
So in that time, you've thrown out 90% of what was in the room.
Hell yeah.
Through the window into the back of a truck. Somebody drives off, you're just in there going, well, hey, it wasn't me. Then jump out the window, parachute down in the truck, off you go.
Exactly. Yeah, if you're going to live like Batman, may as well be like Batman.
It's such a Gotham thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Steal.
That's like one of them real big bad guys. What are you sitting in jail for? Oh, I stole the room that I was staying in because it had Batman stuff in it. What'd you do? Killed 20 people? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it just seriously looks cool. So I seen it this morning. I'm like, yep, that would just be a lot of fun, I reckon.
Yeah, no. My sister seen it. She tagged me in it and she said, this is definitely you.
Yeah. I think it's you by a long shot, man.
I went, yeah.
I really do.
Oh, just a quick spiel. Star Wars Rebels. If you guys are into animation and that, into Star Wars especially, if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favour, watch it. It's only like a 20-minute episode, per each episode. First season's only got like 13 episodes in it. Brilliant little TV show. Gives you... It's set 14 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
And 5 years before the Star Wars: A New Hope. Brilliant. It's got the feel, even in the animation, it's got the feel of the original Star Wars trilogy. Like just the music, the actual scenarios. They're not trying to overdo everything. It's not trying to be all technical and stuff like that. It's just showing a base of this group trying to become, or trying to help themselves and help other people and become a rebellion.
I've got to say, the art style looks pretty cool.
It is. Like, even the guys have got, even the Imperial commanders have got nice big mutton chops.
Okay.
Just like you would have seen in the original Star Wars movies.
Nice.
See, if you have a look at that old picture, that picture you just had up then, check out the mutton chops.
Oh, he does too, yeah.
Yep. And if you just look to the left of that, that is the back of Tarkin.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So yeah, he appears in it. You'll be surprised who actually does appear in this first series.
Yep.
Not a lot, but there is a few little pop-ups. Yeah. Oh, really? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Great TV show. Looking forward to second season.
So first season's over and done with?
First season's just pretty much got one more episode to watch, which is episode 13.
Yep.
And yeah, then we'll go wait for the next season to come out. It will be brilliant. Definitely something that if you're a Star Wars fan, it is something for your collection.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out because, the art style it's a lot more modern than what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I was sort of expecting a little bit sort of, I don't know, cartoonish sort of.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Clone Wars.
Yep.
It's done in the style of Clone Wars, but it gives you that feel of more being the original New Hope. Like the droids, the troopers and all that. It's becoming more Star Wars.
Nice.
So, yeah, if that's anything to go by, and then number 7, when that comes out later, that'll see us go into a new future.
Speaking of number 7, that's end of this next year.
This year, isn't it?
End of this year, so it's 2015.
Yep.
Jeez, it's going to be a big movie.
Yeah. Booyah.
It's going to be big.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to be I'll be sitting in the cinema with my lightsaber. Yeah. You heard that correctly. I will be sitting there with my lightsaber. Mm-hmm.
If it's glowing red, you might want to go and see Dr. Man.
Yeah.
You might be in a bit of trouble.
I might go from red to purple.
That means you're choking it too hard.
But, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
I went there, yes.
Oh, damn, you did.
But that's the whole point.
Well, I'll put it this way. I'm keen to go and see it.
Oh.
Not being old enough at the time to go and see the original trilogy.
Sorry, I am.
Yeah, I was going to say. But yeah, not being old enough to go and see the original trilogy, and that was like one of my favourite movies of all time.
Yep.
And then seeing the new trilogy.
Yep.
It was cool. A lot of people pan the crap out of it, but like for an Origins kind of story.
Yeah, I
thought it was cool.
I think George Lucas did well for what he had.
Yep.
Yeah, he probably relied a bit much on CG, but then again, there was no way you're going to be able to build Coruscant.
No.
In a back alley. There was no way you could do that. I mean, he had to use what he had, and I'm sorry, but I think he did well. I know people, like, as you said, panned it and hated it, but look, you've got to have the origin story, and like we did start with episode 4, so you've got to have chapter 1, 2, and 3 prior. And
I've really got to say, like, number 1 was okay. It took a bit of time to get going.
Yeah.
Number 2 was all right. Number 3 was, for me, was towards the back end of that movie. Last hour was just fucking incredible.
Yeah. Well, see, I actually loved the start of number 3. When you sit down, and all of a sudden the screen opens up, and you're in the middle of an actual star battle.
True.
And
true.
The cinema is shaking with the surround sound.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry, but that just means, wow. That was a wow factor for me. I'm sitting there going, watching this on a 25-metre screen.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it going, oh. Now, it'd be like a certain sex sitting on top of a big subwoofer going, or a washing machine or something like that and getting off on it. It was like me. I was like, oh, wow. But yes. So, yeah.
You've taken my whole Peepcast into a completely different direction. It's turned from a Peepcast into a peep show. That's what you've turned it into.
Well, that's what it was all about. I'm sorry. I like to watch.
Oh, just cover your business up, people. Robbie's on the loose. Steady on, big boy. Lightsabers from red to purple, choking it too hard. Subwoofers on certain genitals. Oh, too far, Rob. Too far.
All going.
Oh, that's shocking. That's shocking. Well, I think that's about it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Got one more thing to say. Sadly, this week, or actually yesterday, we had sad loss of Leonard Nimoy. Now, there hasn't been much in the news or anything like that. It's only been little snippets. Like, there's people out there, there's other actors and that get big play when they pass away. Leonard, unfortunately, never, from what it seems, no one's really given two shits about it. This man has been an icon in sci-fi for nearly 50 years.
I was going to say, it'd be a very long time.
Yeah, since the 50s. And he's got, I remember listening to him for things like In Search Of, after I used to watch Star Wars. We used to have a TV show over here, which they used to play the In Search Of things on it, and you hear him talk, and you were mesmerised. Well, I know I was mesmerised and wanting to learn more about what he was going to tell us what this episode was about. And yeah, and now to see him, and then to see him in the original, the remake of Star Trek was fantastic. Great man, lent his voice to a lot of things, lent himself to a lot of people and that. I'm sorry, but yeah, I dare say, live long and prosper.
He's done a lot.
Yeah.
He literally has done a lot, like from TV shows through to movies.
Yep.
You know, like it's a career spanning, as you say, 50 odd plus years.
Yep.
Of a whole lot of different stuff. Yeah. Like it is sci-fi. There's, as you say, documentaries in there.
Yep.
There's normal like westerns, everything.
Yeah, and he's been a mainstay. And I'm sorry to hear that he's left, but look, he's left us with a lot of good memories. So Leonard, thank you for your time on this earth, and we would just like to say, I hope you have many happy years in your new world.
With his virgins.
No, he's not one of them.
No. I'm not a massive Star Trek fan myself. It was never something that I really got into. But for me, like Leonard Nimoy, for me was originally Simpsons. So at the back end of the monorail episode, you know, the only man who can fix it, absolutely awesome, and Futurama. You know, just little cameo appearances was really, really cool. And as we were just sort of discussing this before off air, you know, to find out that he was actually in Transformers as well. You know, I didn't actually know he was Sentinel Prime in Transformers, in Dark of the Moon, and also in it's cool. It's cool.
Exactly.
And to see his list of movies, obviously, say starting 1951. You know, all the way through to 2013. I don't know, was he part of the new Star Trek coming out in these years? Or no?
No. As far as I know, no.
No.
Of number 3, no, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it was they introduced him into the new Star Trek world quite well. But unfortunately, yeah, we're not going to see him again. But yeah, so yeah, it was good. So I'd like to say, bow your head and at least have 30 seconds to immortalise Leonard Nimoy.
And on this note, you're obviously hearing the Star Trek theme in the background, so yeah, that suits in what we're doing now. So I think that's about it for now. On that lovely note that Rob's just left us on, thank you very much for listening, for watching the Peepcast. This is the Boomstick Facebook page. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter at Boomstick Online, and also a Patreon page. I'll put the link below. If you feel like supporting the show, chuck us some dollars. Thank you very much. On that note, thanks, Rob.
No worries, Dave. That was great.
Coming in, man.
Enjoyed.
So it's been a enlightening Peepcast.
Yes,
It's
very
been
enlightening.
Really, really fun. And like we spoke about off air, it's just really cool to have somebody else to bounce ideas and stuff off. So that's it for the show, guys. Thank you very much for downloading and watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye. What is his name?
I might be looking up the wrong thing. It might be under the arrow tab. Well, actually, fuck it. Prison Break.
Yeah, that makes it quicker and easier.
I was going to say, if you're going to do it, might as well just go back to the start when I remember saying.